Right, here to react, Congressman Buddy Carter of Georgia, who also sits on the House Energy and Commerce Committee and the House Budget Committee. Thank you very much for joining us. We talked about who's not going to be there today, but some folks that are expected to be there today, some senators, Lisa Murkowski, Susan Collins, Rob Portman, John Cassidy. Also from the House side, Don Young of Alaska and Tom Reed of New York. How will this play out for them actually appearing there, not only just voting in favor of the infrastructure bill, but now being present as the president signs it today?
Well, that remains to be seen. I mean, it's almost as if it's putting salt in the wound. I can tell you, I was back home this past week and this weekend, and I heard from numerous people. And it was somewhat surprising, some of them that I heard from. And their message was clear. Don't forget those 13. Don't forget those 13. So they are upset about this. They are upset that we essentially, that these 13 Republican House members and earlier these 19 Republican Senate members gave Joe Biden a win, a signature win for his administration here. And it's so sad because especially in the House, we could have defeated this if they had simply not voted for it. So, yeah. There's a lot of explaining that needs to be done.
Yeah. Just to make clear, they didn't have enough Democratic votes to pass it. So they literally, the Republicans that jumped on board did make it pass. Now, Tip O'Neill always said all politics are local. I can just picture these members of Congress putting up a plaque saying this is your hard-earned tax dollars at work. We're fixing this bridge. Is that what this is about? Or will that outweigh the negatives that they get? Or is that what we don't know yet?
Well, that's what we don't know yet. But I can tell you, and I get it, I know that all politics are local. And, there were 3 members from New York State that voted for it. And obviously, New York State stands to gain a lot with Chuck Schumer being majority leader in the Senate. And I understand that. But at the same time, the very least that they could have done, and something that has upset so many members of our conference, is that they posted their votes immediately. At least let the Democrats put their vote up before you put your vote up. I mean, that's the least that we could have asked for. Again, look, a lot of these, all of them are my friends, and I appreciate them. But at the same time, gee, Minetti, come on, guys.
Yeah, and just to...
I haven't heard G. Minetti in a while. My dad used to say that, by the way. He grew up in the South as well, so it's good to hear it. I'm sorry.
It kind of summarizes it, though, because, we're spending all of this money, $1.2 trillion, and when you're talking about maybe, some of these Republicans voted in favor for it because it would aid some projects in their home areas, fixing a bridge or fixing a water system. At the same time, I think folks, as they take a closer look at it, they begin to realize that a lot of it does have to do with the Green New Energy Plan as well in this plan before you even get to the Build Back Better plan that they're still trying to push through, because in the infrastructure, as part of that $1.2 trillion, $7.5 billion of it goes to creating this nationwide network of plug-ins for electric vehicles, amongst some other things.
Great point. And that's what we have to keep in mind. Yeah, look, we all need infrastructure. We understand that. Republicans, Democrats, Independents, we all want infrastructure. But how you define infrastructure and what is in this bill, that's the problem here. Okay, roads, bridges, airports, seaports, locks, dams, broadband, clean water, wastewater. Okay. But what are, all these Green New Deal priorities? And yes, you are correct. They are in this $1.2 trillion bipartisan infrastructure bill as well. So a lot of waste.
Congressman Mitch McConnell notably will not be there, as we understand it. There are 19 in the Senate that voted for this, even percentage-wise. That's way more than in the House. Are they getting the same pushback?
I'm hearing it, and I suspect they are. It's difficult to tell. I'm not in the Senate. I don't hear from them. We in Georgia, unbelievably, are represented by 2 Democratic senators. I didn't think I'd see that, but nevertheless, that's the way it is right now. But, yeah, they're getting pushback from home, and you can see it all over social media. I mean, social media has just blown up with this.
All right. We await the president coming out. Congressman Buddy, don't call him Billy Carter. And George, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.